Hello and welcome back to Crypto Warehouse. My name is Brogan and today we are doing another Simple Signal stream. So this is an interesting one. Let me refresh the page just to make sure. As you might see on the screen right now, the price of Bitcoin. So I was right and I was wrong, and I will admit that. I wasn't quite, but because I did say on the stream, we do still have till tomorrow. I believe it was what I said was. It was like late today, that's why I said it Thursday, or early morning the next day. But I will show the charts anyway. We did actually reach about 65.6, I believe it was, somewhere near that area. So we actually did get up there. Obviously, we did kind of bounce really hard off that. But obviously, if you look at the daily, which is what I saw first thing today, when I knew I was going to go live, I was like, okay, let me make sure I know what the Bitcoin chart is and see what the price was. Because, I did make it quite a bold statement, throughout the last stream. Basically saying we're going to be up here, it's going to be great. And then I loaded in just to see that the price was at 62 whatever, and we didn't look like we moved at all. I was like, oh my god. But if you actually look at the lower time frames, you'll actually see we did reach about 65.5, which is close enough to me. I believe I think my low line was 66, so we were pretty much there. Obviously, we'll get into the details right now. To preface the stream, none of this is financial advice. None of it you should take completely seriously. If you want to, that is obviously, please make sure you do your own research and you don't trade based on what I say solely, that is. If you do, that is your prerogative, then, by all means, do so. Obviously, I do have to say this disclaimer because, if people put, their life savings, if I don't say it and people put their life savings on a trade and it doesn't go well because things aren't 100% and they lose it all, then, who are they going to blame? But regardless, the last thing I will say, if you've got any coins you want me to cover, any sort of, it could be anything, please try and make sure it's on, or don't make sure, it's fine. If it's on TradingView, it'd be helpful because we've actually got, market cipher and simple significance. We've got our indicators there. But if it's on, Bird Eye, whatever, obviously that's fine. But, if you've got any coins, I will cover them. And also, I do want to preface as well, I will be looking at Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, the three main coins today at the start, and then I'll be looking at Sushi. Because it was recommended by, I think it was like Triple M6. I can't remember the exact name, but thank you to that guy. I think he donated last stream, so shout out to that guy. I don't know if he's here or not. But I will be looking at that after the main coins. So you do have some time if you are just joining or if you are just here. I will repeat it throughout the stream. But if you're on a platform which is a fast-moving chat, make sure you put the coin a couple times. I'm also not on every chat, so Mike might be throughout the stream, coming along and seeing what the chats are. So if I don't get to it just yet, then just keep sending it. Make sure it's in the chat so I can see it, and I will say out loud on the stream if I've seen the coin or not, and I'll write it down on my list to cover after we look at the main coins. So I think that's enough talking in the intro for me. I think I'm going to move on to actually looking at some percentages, looking at CoinMarketCap, seeing what is going on. Bitcoin 62,361. We are hovering. It was scary actually because I got notifications on multiple apps that we went below I don't know if it was 61 or 60k. We dipped down. I was like, oh my god, what's going on? I'm going to be so wrong on the stream tomorrow. It's ridiculous. But obviously we pulled it back a bit. Obviously I think what happened was we had huge movement upwards, which I expected, and we got to about 65.6, and then we couldn't hold it, which I didn't really expect anyway. And then we fell all the way back down. So to be fair, we have basically done what I thought we would. Now, it looks really bad, and I'm trying to hype this up. When we go onto the daily chart, it looks really bad. It really does. If you look at the chart and go, this guy is probably the worst trader I've ever seen. What is this chart? It doesn't even look like we've reached 65 or anything. I will go into the short time frames. Because I want to make sure I'm right, because I don't want to be just saying nothing. Because otherwise, why would you guys be watching if I'm saying wrong? If I'm doing wrong TA and I'm saying the wrong, advice. Although it is not financial advice, it's just my own opinion. But why would you guys even watch me if I'm wrong? So I want it to be right, and I'm gonna try and talk through it to show you kind of what happened. So anyway, moving on. Ethereum, I think we actually dipped below 3,000, but we are back above 3,000. We are 3,018 now. Not bad. BNB's been having a rip, I think, actually. Yeah, it's nearly 600. That's crazy. Solana 148. I think the highest. I think we were like 150 something not too long ago. I can't remember exactly, but I think I checked the charts not too long ago. But hovering this area. I think what happened was we had a really big pump towards the price range I expected, and then we've basically just bounced off it, which I didn't really expect us to hold it anyway, and then we've come right back down to basically where we were. But we did move up to where I kind of expected it. So yeah, that's kind of it really for looking at coin market cap, unless there's any really big winners. Looking at the 24-hour percentages, any losers, anything cool. Render's been going up. Maybe something happened with Render. Thorchain is pretty up. Yeah, I mean, obviously, you know how I am with Thorchain. I'm going to get into that. But anyway, yeah, let's go on to the charts now. So don't judge me just yet, okay? Don't rip into me. Just give me a second, okay? Let me explain it. So if you looked at this chart, obviously, I'm going to delete the discombobulator, a brilliant discombobulator. I'm sorry, I have to remove it. I'm removing some of these things now. I feel ashamed of removing them, but I am. Because the time has passed now. So you might look at this, and you might look at all these big, thick candles going all the way down and go, oh my God, what's happened? I can't believe we've actually lost this. Well, yeah, on the surface, it is pretty bad. Now, you know, when I logged on to the charts today, and I looked to see if we were anywhere near where I expected us to be, I was like, oh my God, I'm so wrong. It is over. Now, you might see this big wick up here, and we will get into it in a minute when we go into the short time frames. But I do want to preface as well how brilliant this order block is. And I did say this as well. I did say this, I believe, if it was last stream or the stream before, I said that this order block was going to be really strong resistance because of how close it is and how new it is. So basically, I ripped into this order block saying it was ages ago, you know, it's not going to be that strong. And we already went above it already pretty easily over here. So I said, before we actually pumped above it, I said, I don't expect us to really have too much difficulty at this order block, but I do expect this next order block above here to have some sort of difficulty because of how, let me delete some of these, because of how new it is and how close it is and how accurate it is. I believe it's like a 4 hour maybe. Okay, it's not the 4 hour, but it's strong, you know, nonetheless. So now if we zoom in, you'll see it was actually, okay, it was 65.5. So my line went up towards 66.5, I believe it was, about here. I did say that we do have this breaker block, big old breaker block over here, which will give us some sort of difficulty. So I was basically, my line was basically, obviously our trend line, to suggest we were going to be going up in this area. And if you consider, where we've come from as well, coming upwards, we reached pretty high. We did reach pretty high, obviously 65.5. We lost our momentum, which is unfortunate. I don't know if I said that last stream, but I did say, I was looking at the 4 hour. I believe our momentum, yeah, exactly here. Momentum wasn't very, we were already really kind of overbought, especially coming from this scenario down here where we really fell towards bull market support band. We fell really far below. So it was to be expected that our momentum was really high anyway. So I was kind of saying already that I didn't expect us to have too much more steam behind us. So what I did say on stream, I do remember now actually, is what I expected to happen before all these things got hit was we would get above our order block, touch it as support, and then kind of continue upwards and continue that as steam. We didn't quite do that, unfortunately, and that's probably why we didn't reach as high as I expected, because we wicked upwards towards it and then we didn't actually really bounce. So what I expected to happen was, obviously we have our order block here and our price action, and this would have given us enough steam to get toward what I think we should have got to. Was it would have come upwards, broke it, and then done that little thing. And I talked about this the other stream when I talked about, I can't remember what coin it was exactly, but I talked about it. I basically said when it does this, it adds more steam to it, and these are very good little areas when there's a significant price point, and it does this kind of scenario here that it really adds a lot of steam towards going upwards. We didn't do that, as you can see if I delete these now. We didn't quite do that. Obviously, if I go to like the 1 hour, we might see it. We didn't do that, you see. We just came upwards and came right back down. So we tested it, boom, came up. Obviously, having difficulty at the top line of this order block. We didn't do a scenario where we came upwards and then came down, bouncing off this breaker block, for example, testing this as support and came upwards. We had a really quick surge upwards, which was, I think, the big mistake in this scenario, was we just came right upwards and then came right back down because we just completely shot up. We were too far in. We were in. It's like being, in the trenches. You've got no man's land here, and then you just all of a sudden run along the side, run all the way back to where the commanders are, all the way five areas down, and you're just gonna get shot and you're gonna get killed. I probably shouldn't say that actually. I don't know if that's allowed on some platforms. You just get kicked right back to your area. So yeah, we just ran all the way. Went, oh my god, I'm so excited! I can't believe it. And then we just came right back down because we didn't have the support to test it, and then we just came right back down. So unfortunate. And obviously, that negativity of bouncing that high, I think, just carried on, coming down. And again, we just kept on bouncing off this order block. This order block is strong. This is a bull of an order block. We just can't break above this. Did it again. A bit of a head and shoulders, actually. See here, boom, boom, boom. Head and shoulders, absolutely ruined it. It's over down here. But what can happen is, I believe Mike talked about this, actually. You can have a inverted head and shoulders after the head and shoulders. So what could happen is we do something like this. So what I could expect to happen soon, this is the 1 hour, by the way. What I could expect to happen soon is we maybe, let me redraw this actually. So we've come down, had the shoulder, the head, and then we maybe come upwards and then kind of bounce again. Maybe somewhere in this area, maybe bouncing off this order block. It would make more sense if we bounced off the order block and then coming upwards probably towards the order block again, back to where we were. So what I could expect to happen within the coming couple of days, maybe towards Saturday, maybe towards the morning of Saturday, is what I expect to happen is we kind of come upwards towards this resistance point, aka the bottom of this order block, this kind of area, maybe wicking towards the midpoint, could be a possibility. But coming towards about 62.7, and then bouncing off that, and then not breaking that resistance point, coming down to our support point at this 61.9 level where our order block is, and then forming a proper head and shoulders, and then coming upwards towards 63.5k, back to where we were, as always. And then maybe hovering, I don't know what we'll do from here. I don't know if we'll come right back upwards towards, we could come back to 64k, that would be huge. I don't know if we'll come right that far, maybe towards, I'll be conservative and say 63.5. But this is looking pretty good on the 1 hour. So yeah, just bear that in mind. Let's go to the 4 day quickly. Or the 4 hour, sorry. Again, it's looking good. I mean, we restructured the order block here to be a bit stronger, which is unfortunate. So we've got even more resistance. We've got even more resistance in this area here. It's going to be even more difficult to get up, which is unfortunate. I'll keep this order block because it's pretty good. I'll keep that there. We go. I'll check the chat now actually because I haven't been on attentive mode on the chat. Amanata say hello with an exclamation mark. Really happy hello. Hello to you too. Hope your day is brilliant. Hopefully, I can make your day even better with this amazing TA. I'm gonna make you really rich. Not financial advice, but hopefully I can do some good TA today. I think I'm pretty. I said this when I was doing the last stream. I was pretty confident in this bet, and we did get near there. But obviously, I've explained why I don't think we got to our proper potential because we didn't test the support down here, which is unfortunate. But oh well. But I'm pretty confident in this. I think head and shoulders, it's pretty good structure. They work pretty well. One thing I do need to learn, though, to be fair, is the cup and handle, because I do not know. I never look at this. Oops. Let me check the other chats. Tariq, hello Tariq, I'm glad you can join us. Solar Sky, good evening to you. Kishan is here, the absolute goat as well. Thank you all for joining me on the stream. If you've got any coins, by the way, I will reiterate this for all the chats. If you've got any coins you want me to cover, then make sure you put it in the chat, and I will add it to the list. We already have one because someone last stream suggested it. I didn't have enough time, so I've moved it over to this stream. So I don't know if that guy's here right now. If he is, say hello to him. It is Sushi. I believe it's like the Sushi token, Sushi Swap token. So we were looking at that after we look at Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana. We'll be looking at that, and then everyone else's coins. Let me scroll through again. Marin is here. Hello, hi Brogan. Hello to you. I'm so glad you can join us. Akira Khan, hi bro. Hello to you. Again, got any coins? I'll cover them. But back to this. I'm gonna look at this again. I want to be, because I believe Crypto Lifer looks at this a lot, and obviously, I don't want to cause beef within the area, but obviously, there are some people out there, some other traders, maybe bigger. I don't think they're bigger. Obviously, the Oracle is the biggest kind of energy in the world. I'm not a person. I'm actually an energy. I'm an energy form. I'm a frequency within the sound spectrum. And I'm actually not. I don't actually exist. I'm actually a figment of the trading imagination. So even though they might be bigger on YouTube, they're not bigger in the universe. But they all look at the cup and handle, especially Crypto Lifer. He looks at the cup and handle all the time. And I don't really look at it, to be honest. I don't really know it too well. But it looks pretty simple. It's a circular movement and a little thing going down. I don't know if we can apply that. Is that a thing here, maybe? Hold on. Wait, let me cook, if I will. Boom, cup, right? Handle, move upwards. Oh my god, I'm so good. Look at that. Is that not a cup and handle? It might be like a deep cup, like a bucket maybe. It's a really deep cup, to be fair. But That's my first ever look at a cup and handle ever. So could be so we've got a lot of positivity coming soon actually. So what I said basically, I think I looked at the 1 hour. I think we've got some intra-hour movement bouncing, but I think the general movement, you can see we're on the 4 hour. 4 hours pretty good. Really, really, really positive moving VWAP. Really positive moving money flow. Really positive. Obviously, money flow, if you remember from last stream, is basically our trend. We've got a really, really sharply moving upwards trend, bullish trend. So that's good. That means there's a lot of bullish movement behind us. Importantly as well, below the 60 considerable mark, we've actually got our momentum changing towards bullish as well. So complete bullishness on the 4 hour market cipher. Very good. Cup and handle, saying bucket and handle. Water and cannon handle, whatever you want to say. Weird looking cup and handle, which actually coincides with the 1 hour inverted head and shoulders. I'm so professional. God, sorry about that. That was way too arrogant. But cup and handle, bucket and handle, whatever you want to call it, moving down. The line coincides with the movement upwards of this inverted head and shoulders. So let me reiterate one more time before I move on to Ethereum, what's going to happen. So if you're going to, what my chemistry teacher used to do, and I might start doing this, shout out to Mr. Kennedy, he's not watching, but if he wanted you to remember something really important, or something really, really critical, he would click his fingers 3 times and do this. And it worked pretty well, so I'm going to do that now. I'm going to explain what's going to happen, what I think is accurately going to happen with Bitcoin within the coming days, maybe towards the morning of Saturday. So, what I think is going to happen, we move to 62.7. We come down to bounce off 61.97, 62. And then we absolutely surge all the way upwards towards 63.5. There we go. So hopefully everyone recorded that in their minds. So we can play it back next stream on Monday and see what's going on. So that's what I think is going to happen with Bitcoin. There's the cup and handle, there's the inverted head and shoulders, there's bullishness on market cipher. The 1 hour has really positive moving money flow. On the daily, daily's a bit unfortunate, but screw the daily. Who cares about daily? If you read the daily, you're a loser. I'm joking. I don't mean that. I read daily all the time. Ethereum, let's move on. Swiftly, let's move on. Let me check the chat if anyone is saying hello. Anyone want to get any coins? Does nobody have any coins for me? At all. No coins. I'm disappointed, actually. Oh, muy contento. Now, my Spanish is not up to par, but I think that is... I remember muy bien is very good. So I believe muy is very... Oh, he's very content. Well, that's good. I'm glad you're content. That is very good. But anyway, onto Ethereum now. Look at that. Absolutely holding. I didn't even... Honestly, order blocks, right? Learning how to recognize order blocks and use... Oh, thank you, Tariq. Thank you. Litecoin. I will be looking at Litecoin after SushiSwap by... I should have recorded his name. I can't remember his name. It was like MMMG or something. MMM6. It's like a number in it somewhere. Shout out to that guy. I think he donated last stream. Shout out to that guy. I don't think he's in the chat. I haven't seen him yet. But you know what? I had a spur of learning, ICT and fair value gaps and inner circle trading, kind of that whole scheme of thing. Looking at fair value gaps, breaker blocks, order blocks. What else? The other things I can't remember them all. Not gonna lie. But I think the most important one for me was learning to recognize order blocks, because order blocks have been the most helpful. Fair value gaps, don't really look at them too much, because I would have. To be fair, I don't know the fair value gaps too well. If someone out there who's watching right now does know them well, then let me know. I would have looked at this and gone, oh yeah, look at this fair value gap, it's so good, and then we bounce off it and then we don't do anything. To be fair, there is an order block above us though. But order blocks have been the best thing I've learned. Like, this is just perfect. Look at that, using that support so well. Order blocks are brilliant. I like order blocks. Anyway, we are now in a scenario where we are going using our order block as support, which is nice. Now, what I think is going to happen, I think very similar to Bitcoin. Let me go to 1 hour actually. We don't really have a head and shoulders per se, but what I think is going to happen, I think we're going to come down. Similar with everything, I think we're going to come down soon a bit. Like I said with the click of the fingers, it was like 62.7. Coming down to 61.97 and going up towards 63.5. See, I remember it even. I think a similar thing's going to happen. And why I think this is, I'm going to do something really fancy now. I'm going to invert the chart. So we actually have positive going down and negative going upwards. Now, what I think is going to happen, we have this difficult line, which we've had for a while, using its support and resistance. And if you notice what I used to say, we've got this movement. Now, what happens with this? This is now a test of pretty good support. Obviously, resistance, if you flip it, obviously, whatever. But to visualize it, it makes it a bit easier to do this. So I think we've got some negativity going. So I think soon we're going to have some negativity. I don't know if we break below, I mean, to be fair, we broke below 3K. We've actually been within 3,000 and 2,000, whatever. So I don't think going below 3K again is anything too hard. As you can see, this is the 4 hour. We've been above and below it for a while, coming in and out now. To be fair, though, there is this, fancy order block. You know what? I'll delete that one. I don't like that one. But, looking, I can invert it back now. But now there's this underside thing going on where we probably bounce off it and then come down. And this lines up with what I think is going to happen with Bitcoin, where it comes down towards 61.97. This probably going below 3K, probably somewhere within the middle of it, maybe coming towards either the midpoint of this order block, which would be, pretty good. You know what? I'm not going to be that strong. I think we might bounce off the order block again, because the order block does seem pretty strong. Coming down to here, maybe wicking down below, but doesn't really matter. And then coming upwards again, similar with what's going on with Bitcoin. BCUSDT, I just did that, but I will go back to it, don't worry. Bouncing off this order block again, and then coming up, probably breaking it. If Bitcoin's going to be going to, if I think Bitcoin's going to go to 63.5, then I wouldn't be surprised if, Ethereum breaks this line over here. So coming upwards, maybe towards this order block at 3, I always do this. I always say, try to say 30,000, 3,050, towards this midpoint within this area where this simple significance line is, somewhere within here, probably coming upwards to there. Obviously, again, similar to Bitcoin, we've got some quite positive market cipher. Money flow is coming upwards pretty nicely, not as strong as Bitcoin. View up is coming upwards, nice. And momentum has actually had some funny green dot red dot situation going on, but has a green dot and it actually has a bit of consistency for the momentum to go upwards. So looking pretty positive. Looking pretty positive on market cipher on the 4 hour, similar with Bitcoin. If I go to the daily, it probably is a bit negative. Yeah, similar with Bitcoin, it's looking a bit negative, but that's okay because it takes a while. Yeah, again, similar with 1 hour, very, very positive money flow going on right now. So pretty good. I do think we're going to bounce towards, this lower point, maybe a bit faster actually. I think the morning of Saturday, we'll have some good positivity going on towards the top point. I do think we're going to come down though towards the lower points. Maybe 29.50, 29.5 to this midpoint actually, which is basically 29.50, and then coming upwards towards 30.50. So going up about $100. Yeah, maybe 3.5%, pretty good. Yeah, that's what I kind of think for Ethereum. There's no head and shoulders per se, but these green lines, I actually should do these. More often. Looking at the ATS thing for order areas or areas of significant order, because we actually, the one time I drew it on Ethereum, we actually came to them twice and we had huge negativity. Obviously, when there's huge orders above where the price is right now, those are going to be sell orders or shorts, whatever you want to call it. And these two green lines in particular was very high condensed areas. What I might do it after stream. I can't really be bothered to do it right now. I'll probably, paste it in the TG. Go check the description for the links as well, wherever you are watching the stream. I'll probably put the order areas, significant price points, because these were pretty good. Like the only times I drew it were pretty much on Ethereum and Bitcoin, and we came to the area and touched it, and then we just fulfilled all these short orders and came all the way down. Obviously, there might be different reasons, obviously, but pretty negative right there. So yeah, there's some funny stuff going on in the chat right now. Let me check the chat to see if anyone's said anything interesting, any coins or anything wanted to cover. Someone said Oracle, great, that's very nice. Thank you so much. Anyways, so I'm going to reiterate it again. If you've got any coins you want me to cover, put it in chat. Why do I look white? Oh, I am white, but why do I look pale like that? Because the camera keeps on adjusting. Whatever. Yeah, that's what I think. So I think the general bias, which I like to kind of have when I look at the general charts, I see what Bitcoin's doing, and then if Ethereum can apply the same thing, my general bias is we're going to come down, test the support level, and come upwards quite a bit. Because Bitcoin, we've got the cup and handle, we've got super positive on the 4 hour for market cipher, we've got the inverse head and shoulders. I'll go back to the Bitcoin now quickly. For the guy who asked, which was Pratik Rana. I'm on Bitcoin now. We did cover it, but I'll quickly go back into it. Cup and handle, bringing us upwards. We've got an inverse head and shoulders on the 1 hour, and we've got super positivity on the 4 hour. So what that basically means is, I think we're going to go towards. I think we're going to go towards 61. We're going to go upwards towards 62.7, or what was it again? I can't remember now. I've forgotten already. Yeah, I think it's 62.7, and then come down to 61.9, or nearly 62, and then come up to 63.5. So I think we've kind of got this scenario going on. It's a bit blurry because there's so many things going on, but you can kind of see the head and shoulders here. I think if we come upwards as we are doing right now to test 62.7, come down to 61, nearly 62, 61.9, 7, and then come upwards. I'm being conservative when I say 63.5 because it could go towards 63.7. But yeah, that's what I kind of see going on in Bitcoin. Now we can move on to Sol though. Now Sol's been kind of doing its own thing, to be fair. When I've been looking at the other charts, and I've been looking at Solana, and they've both, everything's been kind of doing its own thing. We can see the midpoint is actually a significant area for the unstable significance. We have a significant there. We have a double bottom here, which brought us up, which is pretty nice. Do we have anything significant though? I'm not too sure right now. Let's go to the 4 hour. Any sort of head and shoulders? I don't think so. Yeah, I actually had a. That's not a double top. That's not a double top, lad. I was going to say double top, but it's not. We go to the day actually. See what's going on with the day. It's looking like a pretty equal scenario going on. Maybe some downwardness going on, maybe. As you can see there, maybe some sort of downwardness. Well, this could be one of those flag jumbo things. Bring us towards, here. Bring us down towards. Okay, let's hold on. Wait. Is it a bear flag? I can't remember. Yeah, it's kind of like a bear flag. Is there not anything? Is there not a positive spin I can add to this? Whatever. You can kind of see it. No, this isn't a bear flag at all. I'm stupid. It has to go upwards to do that, doesn't it? Or did I just misread? It doesn't matter. I don't really care actually. Let's go to the 4 hour again. Really positive, like with Bitcoin and Ethereum on the 4 hour. Really positive. So I'm gonna apply the same kind of logic to what I have for Ethereum and Bitcoin. So I think we probably come towards this order block, towards here, and then probably bounce off it and then come back upwards to our higher point. I think this is quite a strong order block here, which will keep us upwards. Maybe coming towards, I can't remember what these white lines for. Probably coming upwards, maybe a bit more positive, maybe towards 153, maybe upwards like that. Something like this, some sort of positivity like there. Obviously, these lines are not really as accurate because I kind of want it to be like 10 a.m. where I think it's going to reach the higher points. I think the morning of Saturday is when I roughly think we're going to have our positive area for both, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and now Solana coming upwards. We are really positive right now, coming towards $150. Pretty nice, actually. No surprise there, obviously, with what's going on in the 4 hour. Huge wicks upwards, huge candles upwards, even. But I do think we come down a bit, though. Maybe we could actually, to be fair, it seems as though I think we're going to come up a tiny bit. We might come towards 151 and a half, actually, coming upwards a bit, and then coming downwards towards the bottom of this order block, and then coming back upwards again. That's pretty drastic, to be fair, but it is a complete possibility. Let me move that back. There we go. Yeah, I think it's possible. I think with Bitcoin, though, with Bitcoin we still have a bit of positive move. So I think this is a very similar scenario with Bitcoin, because with Bitcoin we had a slight move upwards and then we moved downwards. AKA, we need to continue this. We have a bit more continuation of this positive movement, which makes sense if you look at the 4 hour. Our momentum is reaching towards the 0 mark, and we've been positive for a while now. So I think we reached the high point of here, which is when this kind of bullish movement will end for the 4 hour. We'll start to become bearish, come down maybe towards $140. and then come upwards again above where we are right now, maybe $103 for Solana here. I could be wrong, obviously, not financial advice. Bear that in mind. If anyone has any other opinions, then obviously, put them in chat. I will read them out. Also, if you've got any questions about trading, I know some people got some of the indicators from that giveaway. We should try another one soon. But some people got the indicators, market cipher, and simple significance. So if you've got any questions about using them or trading in general, then ask them away. I'm more than happy to answer. I'm purposely ignoring these chats on this platform because I know that I can read this Litecoin. Don't worry, Tariq, I can read. But let me scroll up. I can't scroll up. I can't scroll up the chat. Can't read the chat. I'm sorry about that. But anyway, I think that's it for Solana. How much? We're actually doing really well for time. Actually, 34 minutes in. We've got 2 other coins to cover, Sushi and Litecoin. So I kind of want to be a bit slower. I could probably jump back to Bitcoin and have a little look again or something. I don't know. But that's kind of it, really. Oops. So I don't think the guy's here, unfortunately, who actually requested for this, Sushi. So if he is, it'd be nice if he put something in the chat. Miss Lisa said, please give me Bitcoin. No one is giving you Bitcoin. Shiva Peace, answer the question. There's like boxes which appear. Please give me $2. You're not getting $2. What else is there? Pepe, please. You're not getting Pepe. Sol, you're not getting Sol either. Sir, no, I'm not giving you anything. Answer the questions. No, the boxes which appear. They'll give you a bit, but I'm not giving you anything. If you want some, take some of these trades. I need some money, my friend. You're not getting anything. The only way you get some is if you put the chats. And if you don't like that, you can leave. I'm not giving you $1 or $2 either. Anyways, let's get back to this. So, we actually seem like we have a line here, right here, which is interesting. We've got a line there. Actually, what I wanted to do was look at the previous trades. This is what I want to do. I'll do this. You know what? We'll have an intermittent break. We'll do these coins. We'll do the previous trades we looked at, and then go on to. Why don't you give me some money? I'm not giving you any money. What you can do though is you can take some of these trades, which I'm about to give, some of these setups. You can trade your own money, and then make some profit. Not financial advice. None of this is advice. You can take some of the profit, and then you'd have more than $2. Obviously, it depends how much you want to risk. Why is it so far away? Well, it did pretty well. I don't know why. I don't know why I drew this so far away. How high did it come? It's about that area. We're about 10.5%. And what I'm saying, which is the unfortunate part, is that we fell so short on Bitcoin because we didn't actually test its support. So we came really close to this top point, super close, but unfortunately we couldn't 7.9. We couldn't break it. You know what? I should have known that. That was my fault. I should have known that. There was a line there. I missed it. Sorry, guys. I failed. But you would have got 10.5% anyway. Who else? What else was there? There was Whiff, I think. I don't know how Whiff did. Hopefully Whiff did well. Whiff didn't do as well. That's unfortunate. What's his TA though? Let me see it. When did I do? I did it on Monday, didn't I? Don't know why this is so far away. When did I do the TA? I didn't do it Tuesday, did I? I don't know what these circles are. I can't remember what I did. Yeah, this fell through. Again, I will attribute some of that to the fact that Bitcoin didn't do what it was kind of supposed to do. That kind of looks like a Bar Simpson, actually. Because Whiff was really not good. You know what? The last time I traded Whiff, it actually didn't go well, which is unfortunate. You know those ones. I don't know if you guys know this, or not know this, but I don't know if you guys have experienced this. When you got your trade going on, and the lines here, whatever, it's doing this, and then you have your stop loss or your take profit there. Your stop loss is down here, and it does this, and it goes like that immediately, and it just touches your stop loss so much. I hate those ones. Whiff did that. One time I traded Whiff, it did that. So I've got a bit of a bit of negativity towards Whiff, but it is my fault as a trader to do my proper due diligence of TA. I don't know I can't remember what other coins were. What other coins were there? I can't remember what coins there were, to be fair. Did we do Pepe? Let's think we did. No, last time we did Pepe. We didn't do Pepe. That was a pretty good trade. I think that was down here, wasn't it? Yeah, that was pretty good. That was very good, actually. That was a nice trade. I don't know what these lines were. I didn't do Pepe, though. Which is unfortunate. Do any of you guys remember what the other coins were I covered? Can't remember. I think I did Stacks. I did Stacks. I think it was STX. GST. There it is. See how Stacks went. Oops, I moved the thing. Again, we fell short again. That is unfortunate. How much did we fall from? Wait, we drew it down here. That was weird. Oh, so it didn't actually move anything like the market did. Okay, that's unfortunate. There's so much potential there right now. So much potential. Well, to be fair, you wouldn't have got stopped out just yet. Actually, would you? Would you have? No, you wouldn't have fine. So you wouldn't have got stopped out yet if you took this. But you might notice this absolutely huge movement upwards for the money flow. Huge movement upwards for the view up. Quite 60 mark low momentum. Very soon going upwards. Possibility for Stacks coming towards the upper end. So I mean, if it's not going to move like the market, I wouldn't expect it to move like the market now. So I would probably expect it to not do this scenario where we go boom, boom, boom like that. Would that be a double? That would be a double top. But anyway, I wouldn't expect it to move like the market. If it didn't, it did completely ignore the market, which is fine. Completely ignore the market. So I wouldn't expect it to follow the market. So considering how positive we are right now, you know, with the money flow, momentum there, view up, probably breaking this, coming upwards again, probably being in profit, try to get out of this. It's an unfortunate scenario. Again, like I said, it was very unfortunate with what happened with Bitcoin. We got really close to our target, but unfortunately, we didn't test the bottom support, so it was more of a scenario where we just waked up and went right back down, which is unfortunate. Can't remember what other coins we did. I'm gonna go on to sushi now, though, which is what was requested. I don't think, like I said, I don't think the guys here who requested it. I'm gonna do it anyway, though. So we've got this line here. We're on the 4 hour. We don't have any order blocks from what it seems like. But this seems like an actual pretty consistent line, actually. Since we dropped down, we neared it here, we tested it here, tested it there, tested it there, tested it there. So at some point we'll break it. But isn't this something anyway? Oh, what is it now? There's like a flag on. Can't remember the name of it. I swear there's a pattern like that where it goes across like that in a straight line, and then it comes like upwards. Here it is, yeah. Bullish triple bottom. Okay, yeah, this will make sense actually. Okay, so let me cook here. Okay, so bottom one, bottom two. So we've kind of gone boom, boom, boom. So similar with what's going to happen with Bitcoin. You know, I think we're already at our top. So probably coming downwards again towards 90 cent. If we do that, I think there's more than enough possibility to come right back. So okay, this might be really big positivity right here. So if you look at the bullish triple bottom, now this, okay, let me look it up. Let me look it up on a chart because I don't know how high it goes. I don't know if it goes as high as it was previously. It does. Okay, so if it goes as high as it did previously, roughly, then we have a lot of potential to do this. So boom, boom. Let's just say it comes over here, for example, on Saturday morning, let's say, to come back upwards towards the high point which we're at. So if we do if Bitcoin comes down, Ethereum comes down, and Solana comes down, how I think we're all going to slightly come down. We'll probably have a bottom, maybe around here, you know, start a Tuesday, and then we'll track ourselves upwards, and then the bullish triple bottom will happen. Obviously, I don't think chart patterns happen all the time, but we do have a pattern on the 4 hour for this pattern to occur. And if we do have a triple bottom, kind of whatever the hell scenario this is, we would come upwards. Wait, is there a chart thing for this? There should be. I mean, it shows it right here. You can see it on oh no, is that TradingView? It'd be nice to see if there's like an actual thing going on. Triangle pattern? No, that's not it at all. Don't know what a triangle pattern is. Is it only like a triple bottom? Free drives pattern. Oh, right, okay. Wait, maybe like this, maybe? Oh, that's not how you draw it. I do not know. I've never used this. So is it like comes down, bottoms it, like tops, bottom, top, bottom, upwards? Is that how you draw it? No, that wouldn't make sense at all. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm not gonna lie. I'm messing around. But you know what I mean. I can't. There's no indicator for it. I'm trying to find the indicator. I think this is an indicator. Don't know how to do it though. I've never done it in my life. But I think that is a possibility over here. We had our bottom area. We come down again to our bottom area at 90 cent for sushi, and then we come upwards for a crazy movement back upwards from our super duper thingy going on over here. Now this could be complete crap. We could come to a previous high point, maybe at like $1.40. We could come to our high point there, maybe. You know, there's different points, maybe over here as well. We've got this area maybe going on $1.20. So there's a possibility we don't do this. Now this is pretty drastic because this was back when we actually had a Head and Shoulders here kind of going on here. Interesting. But this was back when, like, you know, this was like 9th of April. This was April time when we were really, really high. So I wouldn't expect it to go this high. But to be fair, the 15th of May, if you're in the know, you're in the know. 15th of May. I'm holding on to hope. 15th of May, 90k. Now, this is a joke. I will preface this. This is one of those jokes. This is one of those jokes where if it goes well, I'm going to say, I knew it all along. But if it doesn't go well, I'll say, this was a joke. I'm joking. So, yeah, bear that in mind. But you got the 16th to the 15th of May. So, I'm holding on, guys. Don't worry. I'm holding on to 90k Bitcoin by the 15th to the 16th of May. When we're going to be all the way up here. You can see the end of this line. It even comes towards, the like latter in May, because this is the 4 hour. To bearing that in mind. So I'm holding on to 90k Bitcoin on the 16th of May. Bitcoin will go up. Then, you know, alternate coins will go up. So, you know, Bitcoin will go up 16th of May. Then, you know, the 23rd of May. We'll have sushi go towards $1.71, and then everyone will be rich, and you'll make a bunch of money, and everyone will be happy. So if you long from the bottom, in theory, you'd get a 100% return. Do you know what? You could probably put if you wanted a free risk reward ratio, you could put your stop loss to a price point we haven't reached until 20th of October 2023. So I think you'd be pretty safe putting your stop loss there if this was to happen. But again, I'm kind of joking here because if this was to happen, I don't think we would go that high. I think we'd probably maybe reach one of these price points in the between, maybe $1.20, $1.40. I don't know about $1.70, but again, like I said, 16th of May, we've got 90k Bitcoin. I said it here for the 7th time, 90k Bitcoin. That is sushi. I'm not going to look at it anymore though, because I'm going to move on to Litecoin. Does this coin even move anymore or something? Is it on this platform? Okay, it's not on the platform I want it to be on. That is really unfortunate. Oh no, it is. No, it's not. Oh no, there it is. I found it. I was wondering where it was. What the hell's all this? Oh, it's just old TA. See how well this went. So this is one of those cheating ones where well, that works, to be fair. We did come down and then upwards. Whatever. What about this other one? Did this work? Oh yeah, this is when I had like that little weird bit of time when I literally just like did that was pretty good. We didn't bounce off. We didn't bounce off that. We bounced off the fair early. That was pretty good. Anyway, whatever. I'm not looking at this. I don't care. Okay, I want to look at this. I'm a changed man. Okay, I'm a changed energy. Okay. So where are we for Litecoin? Let's have a look. So 4 hour positive actually positive. Very similar to pretty much like everything else. So I'm not very surprised here. Obviously, very positive. Money flow, momentum's coming upwards, V-up's coming upwards. Very nice. It's a bit stagnant though. It's not really too crazy. Very nice looking order block. Really close by though. If we go here, I messed that one up. There we go. You can see we've got this order block going, which is pretty good. You can see we actually came on the underside of things, but we had the quick surge upwards and then tested its support, used its support midpoint, tested below, didn't, we surged back upwards. So this seems like a really good order block for an area which has a lot of buy potential. So this looks like a pretty good order block, which we would stay above. Again, it does make sense since the lower end of it is on $80 exactly. That is a brilliant order block, very good order block right there. You can see we've been bouncing off it every single time. Very, very good. So really good support here. Good point of resistance up here from what it seems like at $83.35. Okay, so if we apply what I think Bitcoin's going to do, which I don't think is going to happen with Litecoin, as you can see, we've been kind of coming across. Bitcoin's been coming down, Ethereum's been coming down, Solar's been coming down, Litecoin has been coming across. So it's not very similar to what's going on with Bitcoin. Actually, no, to be fair, it is because we did that. So if we apply what's going to happen with Bitcoin in theory, we come upwards to 84.20, let's say, comes to the midpoint, and then break upwards towards maybe $88, let's say. Is that possible? I don't know. Let's have a look. Is that possible? Are there any significant points? Well, we can see something here. As you can see, we've got a significant point here. Obviously, tested it, big surge upwards, tested, surge down. So this looks like a good order block. As you can see there, good resistance there. So we've got order block above, order block below. Obviously got a 4-hour resistance point there. But again, if you go to the daily, it'll probably be a bit higher. Actually got a daily order block as well, a really huge daily order block. Which looks pretty decent. As you can see, the midpoint coming to there as well. So we do have some resistance points. Obviously, the 4-hour is bouncing off the lower point of this big old order block. And the midpoint of the big one is actually the top point of this order block. So what I would say is we would probably come to this scenario. So we come to the middle here maybe, and then come down as support, and then come upwards maybe towards $86, something like that, if we were to do what the market's going to do. Are we going to pass $100? Are we ever going to pass $100? Well, where is $100? $100 is up here. Well, that's quite far away, to be fair. Well, the only scenario I would see, obviously, we actually had this. I've just seen we had a little flag going on here. Did that flag go well? Did that flag? Okay, well, actually, to be fair, the flag actually only really came from back here. This is a good flag, actually. Sorry, I completely ignored that. Let me go back. Where's my indicator gone? There we go. Okay, so we have that flag. What I'm trying to look for is a scenario where we have a wider... Uh-oh. Can you see what I see? Ah, never mind. There's nowhere near. Actually, to be fair, because if we do something like, okay, we go upwards, downwards, we didn't actually come up near it. Yeah, okay, that's invalidated. I think that's completely invalidated. Pretty scary though. I thought it was pretty scary. I don't think that would happen though, because I don't think the ratio is correct. Like if I compare it, maybe. I don't think this is correct at all. Unless it is. Nah, it would have already formed by now. Okay, so that scare is over, thank Lord. But as I said, I'm trying to look for a higher time frame scenario, or a thing which is going on within the higher time frames, or the higher area where it's like there's a chart pattern somewhere where it can see what's going on. Yeah, whatever. $100. I mean, $100 is not, crazy far away anyway. Especially if we're marking upwards. I don't know if this is pretty good resistance anyway. But I mean, we came really rapidly down. If I draw this kind of thing going on, we came really rapidly down. Obviously, touching back to it. This was a pretty good fair value gap. But anyway, this fair value, we have probably missed orders within this area probably. So I would probably reckon that there's probably some sort of there's probably an area within here which, if we touched it, would have some negativity. As you can see, we tested it here, came down, tested it within here, came down. So probably coming upwards towards $90 would be probably the next point of resistance. So I think $90 would be a pretty considerable price point as we go higher, because within each tier within this this value gap, we're going to have orders which are going to be fulfilled as shorts as it gets higher. So probably $90, I would say. So we probably have some difficulty. So what I would hope for, and this would be for every coin like Bitcoin, is we actually come down to the lower point, even maybe the midpoint of this order block, and start to try and trek upwards towards the higher points. Probably coming down again and then coming upwards. Probably trying to test this as support as much as we can to make sure we keep on going, and then come upwards towards $90. I think $90 would be good resistance. But again, like I said, there's 93, 52, 99, 96. There's going to be probably an order block within this area anyway. An order block here maybe. Probably another bit of resistance. If I draw this again, using support, and then we fell under. So again, another area of resistance. So there's a lot of things going on in terms of our resistance areas where it'll be difficult to get to $100. $100. I mean, I think it's definitely possible. I mean, I don't think it's out of the equation, but I think I think the whole market in general would have to be really positive for us to get to $100. Because back when we were near the $100 mark was when Bitcoin was absolutely going crazy upwards, and there was so many. Not conspiracy, but there's so much talk of it going towards like 80k and this, that, the other. So that general market positivity was what probably brought us up towards $100 and kept us in this area for a bit. So I think we'd have to have another market situation similar to that for us to have enough positivity to bring us to $100. So $100 anytime soon, I don't really see it. But I don't think it's out of the equation if the market turns a bit more positive. And things start to go up, like Bitcoin starts to break boundaries. Because right now, from what I was saying, we would go towards 66k. We got to about 65.5. We touched it, we broke the boundaries below us, but we fell below the boundaries, and now we're stuck below them. So we didn't actually break the boundary, we just dipped our toes in the water. So we haven't broken anything yet. I think we need to start breaking and being more consistently above where we are right now for Bitcoin and the market as a whole, for anything to actually hold above higher levels. But I think as of right now, my positive, hopeful outcome is that, and this is, like I said, for Bitcoin and everything, is we come upwards, as we do with what's going to happen soon, and we actually use the next points upwards as support and then continue to come upwards. Like if I go back to Bitcoin quickly, like we can see, I'm not the right thing away. There we go. Like okay, so, what? I need to sort this chart out. It's so messy. But my hopes are, we come up towards like 63.5, and then we use 63 as support, and we use these previous points. Obviously, I know we were here not too long ago, and we'll basically just come back to where we were. But my hopes are that we kind of break above these boundaries a bit and start to use these support, maybe even 63.8 as support, and try and be really positive. So that's what I'm hoping for. I definitely think once we complete this kind of movement, so by the morning of Saturday, we should have 63k as support and 63.5 as some sort of resistance point. So I think soon we should have some positivity. Obviously, every kind of, I'd probably, maybe 10 o'clock on Friday. So the morning of Friday, I'd probably long pipe and keep a wide stop loss, and then wait, and then probably make some money on it going up, because what Bitcoin does, Pyth does. Obviously, that's my little source, obviously. Obviously, there are different coins. They're going to be moving a bit differently. But whenever I traded Pyth, and what I used to do when I was actually really deep into trading, obviously I'm still deep into trading, but I had a period of like a week where I was really trying to trade properly. I was testing a bunch of things. I would draw TA on Bitcoin, or I'd look at my TA on Bitcoin and then trade Pyth and not really look at the Pyth chart. And it worked really well. So Pyth's always been a golden coin for me, especially when it's compared with Bitcoin. So I'll probably long one of the other coins which move similar to Bitcoin, because obviously Bitcoin, you could do like a 20x and probably have like a 50% profit, which would be really good, obviously. But obviously just be careful. That's all I'm gonna say. Just really be careful. But again, we've got an inverse head and shoulders, we've got a cup and handle, and we've got 4 hour positivity. I think we've got a lot of setup going on right now to make us have some really good positivity within the morning of Saturday. So I think I said this on my last stream that I was so confident we would go to 60, 66, whatever it was, and we nearly did, but we didn't. But I don't want to keep on saying I'm really confident, but I'm actually pretty confident in the fact that we do this, because there's two chart patterns and market cipher possibility bringing us this kind of situation. You know, we've got this cup and handle phenomenon going on, which suggests to us we probably should go up. This is really exaggerated. We're not going to 66.5. We could if we did, amazing. I don't think we'll go to 665, you know, up here. But you know, we've got this cup and handle going on. We've got the inverse head and shoulders. We've got all these things going on. You know, really soon to be super positive on the 4 hour. Obviously, if we keep being positive on the 4 hour, the daily will start to be positive. If we zoom in quickly, this will start to arc upwards. Things will start to arc upwards. But again, the daily's a bit of a miserable bugger anyway, so we'll just have to wait for this to be more positive. And then when the daily's positive and the 4 hour's positive, boom, 90k. 90k 16th of May. No. Yeah, we're May. I got confused there for a second. Yeah, 90k May. 16th of May. I said it here. I said it ages ago. I'm super confident in this, but if it goes wrong, I'm going to tell you guys it was a joke. But if it goes right, I'm going to tell you it wasn't a joke. So, yeah. So, I think that's pretty much it. We've been 59 minutes. It's been a pretty good... I've just hit my keyboard. Let me go back to there. So, thank you all for the thank you all for the suggestions. The coin suggestions and, you know, charts. I appreciate you sending them in, and you know, obviously it provides more, because I could just look at the 3 coins and then that's that. But you know, looking at Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, it's not enough. And I'd rather look at coins people wanted me to cover than just random coins out of nowhere. But you know, regardless, thank you. Sushi looked pretty good. Bitcoin is looking pretty good. I'm pretty confident in this. I think we're gonna have a bit of movement upwards, then a bit of negativity, and then a really positive movement. So, like I said, it was a click. It really works. I still remember it. 62.7, then 61.97, and then 63.53. So I've got it in my head. Hopefully, you guys too, with the click. I'm pretty confident in this. I think this is. I don't think it's too out of the ordinary, especially since we've got this inverted head and shoulders and this cup and handle, bucket and handle, whatever the hell this is. Ready for us to bring ourselves upwards towards the higher ranges for Bitcoin. So I'm excited for everything to go up. Hopefully you guys are too. Referring back to Atom, I will look at this so fast it'll be like I'd never looked at it. This is the last coin I'm covering. Is it on? There we go. I'll look at this really quick. This is going to be the quickest tier you've ever seen. Don't worry, I'll look at Atom. This is going to be the quickest tier you've ever seen. 4 hour, bit of mehness going on there. Really quick, let's go. Any order blocks? I'm not seeing too much going on. Maybe near down here. If I draw this there. Yeah, it's kind of slipped below. Maybe somewhere there. I'm not holding on too much for that. There's not really many order blocks actually. It's pretty bad. Let's quickly go to the daily just to see if there's any sort of... Uh-oh. I'm seeing a potential thingy going on here, where it, you know, comes down. Towards the lower edges. Okay, that's a bit negative. I'm gonna delete that for now because I don't really care. I mean, I see it, but I'm gonna leave it. Go back to the 4 hour. Any sort of... I'm not seeing any chart patterns or anything. We're in this range. I'm trying to find... So there's no other blocks really. There's not really a chart pattern apart from that one, which is pretty negative. So it'd be about... Whoops. It'd be about here, maybe. So it actually brings us about to $7.20. So maybe $7.20. That's pretty negative, though. Obviously, you know, I wouldn't want to say that. Especially when we kind of had... That's a double bottom, isn't it? Okay, double bottom, sorted. So, double bottom, trekking ourselves upwards. So we've got a trek upwards, which is nice to see. Double bottom, boom, boom. If I look at the day, it might be a bit more accurate. Double bottom, you can see, okay, this is more positive. Bitcoin, I've already covered Bitcoin. I'm about to end the stream in like 3 minutes, 2 minutes. So you can, if you wait 3 minutes, you can go to the start of the stream, maybe 10 minutes in, and you can look at the Bitcoin TA as it was. So double bottom on the daily, we're trekking upwards. This would bring us towards maybe $10.63. Pretty positive right there. 16% positive to be fact. There doesn't seem to be any doesn't seem to be any sort of order blocks or anything on the daily from what I can see. Actually, there is a really, really significant triple order block there, which we actually have already used as resistance. Youch, very hurtful, not very good there. But you know, with what's going on with Bitcoin, what I could see happening within this double bottom is we come upwards to the order block, come down to test the support, and then come upwards again towards $10.60. You make a bunch of money. Congratulations. However, to be a bit more realistic, there's probably some sort of line within there. Maybe it's $10.20, which would, you know, if you've got from the bottom again, would probably bring you up a healthy 15%. So I think there's some positiveness going on towards Cosmos. I think there's a lot of potential. I think if it does move like how the market should move, I think we bounce off this order block, bounce off support, and then we have the surge upwards towards the higher marks. I don't know how confident I am in that though. It also seems like there's nearly an order block there. But yeah, this is quite a high point to be fair. Maybe $10, significant point maybe. Maybe $10 is where it's at. Trying to be conservative here. I don't want to be wrong. Nice if I can actually do this. There we go. So about 12%. So I think Cosmos goes up. This is this double bomb scenario, and it kind of brings us towards $10.70. So double bottom. I think Cosmos goes up soon. I think it has a trek upwards towards maybe Saturday. As does everything else. Saturday morning is when I think everything's going to reach its potential. So Saturday morning, maybe a bit forward actually. Maybe Monday actually. Maybe Monday. But at some point soon, maybe we come towards the higher points, towards $10.70. So be ready for some positivity in your wallet. Bitcoin, like I said, Pratik. I'm about to end the stream right now. So just when I'm about, you know what? You can skip right now. To be honest, you could just drag it back. Maybe drag about like 15 minutes. Drag about 15 minutes. No, 15 minutes. Drag about 50 minutes on the little time bar. And you can go watch what I did for Bitcoin. Just try and find the start of the stream. I looked at Bitcoin then. It was only like a 10-minute TA. So Pratik, go back 50 minutes on the stream and you can watch the Bitcoin TA, which I did live. Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you for the suggestions. I really appreciate it, Tariq. The guy who wanted Sushi USDT, I don't think he's here, but I covered it anyway. Thank you for all the comments as well. Thank you for being here, everybody, supporting. I said this last stream as well, and it was, you know, nice as well. I basically said, you know, if you feel inclined to donate, you can. But if you're out there and go, I like this, guys, you know, being here and actually watching here is more than enough support for me anyway. And just being appreciative of the comments. Obviously, there's some people going, oh yeah, give me money, but they're just, yeah, it's just stupid. You're not just getting money for free, unless you do the boxes. And again, there's people who complain about the boxes. They're just a transaction to get people involved in the stream, get people commenting stuff. So it's not really going to make you rich. And one of our quotes is obviously, we're not here to make you rich. We're here to stop you from being poor and spreading, you know, positivity and whatnot. So thank you all for joining the stream. If you're out here and attentive for actually watching the TA, I appreciate you. If you're here to just try and earn money and you're disappointed in the amount of money we're giving you, just go somewhere else. If you're here to earn money based on the comments, then you're not here. You shouldn't be here. But if you're here to look at the TA or ask questions or whatever, then, you know, you're here. You're in the right place. So thank you so much, all of you. I'm going to put it on the outro screen with the music now. So Pratik, go back 50 minutes. Go watch the stream. It'll be on catch up. If you miss any TA, also if you want to see the Bitcoin live, I can't hear your voice. Yeah, hello. It's coming through. Hopefully it didn't break. I don't know. Maybe it's your end. Maybe if it's muted, it might be the stream might be muted. So, yeah, turn your volume up. I'm speaking loud. I can see it on my little bar. I'm speaking loud. But anyway, I'm ending the stream anyway. So thank you all so much for watching. I appreciate all of you, and I'll see you. When will I see you guys actually? It's Thursday today. Saturday I'm doing the stream. I can't. This guy, you can't hear my voice. He's probably muted the stream. Sorry about that. Saturday, I'm streaming 11th with Mike in the office. The professional stream with all the transitionals, all of it. It's been really cool. So join us on Saturday if you want to see. If you want to see us in our prime streaming attitude, go join us on Saturday. I'll be back on Monday as well for the next stream, and probably on Wednesday as well. Obviously, it depends how the charts move. I like to do the charts when important things happen. So anyway, thank you, and I will see you all on Saturday. Goodbye.